Rise and shine. So I am back with another video. Listen, y'all already know me by now, so y'all know I've been up since 4 a.m. Well, not all the way up. Like I woke up at like 4 this morning and I prayed and I read the word and watch like maybe one half of one YouTube video, and I was up till like probably like 6 o'clock, and then I went to sleep. So it is January 23rd, 2022, and it is 9:19 a.m. We is steadily making our way towards the month of the twos, y'all. February is almost here. It's almost here. And I am ready to see what these testimonies is going to be all about, okay? Because whether he going to be uniting you with your kingdom spouse, introducing you to your kingdom spouse, orchestrating these marriages, like it's going down next month. And I cannot wait to not only give a testimony, but to see the testimonies as well. All right. So I have a couple of videos that I'm going to be doing today. Like the Father he just be trying my life, y'all. Like he like, listen, okay, whether you want to believe it or not, this has become your job, okay? This is your full-time job. I have put you in charge of this channel. This is for you, and you got to act like it. Like you don't just get to not go to work, okay? Even when you don't feel like it, you got to get up and you got to give this word. And he makes sure he keep me busy. It's like, he like that boss, right? Where the boss don't want to see you sitting down, and the moment he see you sitting down, he giving you something else to do after you done already did 15 things. That's the Father, you know. He does not play. Like he just keeps giving his word, giving his word, giving his word. So I'm just like, all right, Father, I'm not gonna complain. Like use me or use me or So I just be joking. Like, I really do love the fact that he uses me. I love the fact that he speaks through me. And I just love the fact how he just gives me a word in abundance, because there's people that go, you know, their whole lives and don't hear his voice. So I'm honored that he has selected me as the vessel that he chooses to consistently work through. So all glory and honor given unto him on this morning. All right, so I'm gonna be doing about like 4 videos today. It's just like one of them power hour type of days. Yeah. Oh, speaking of power, just started last night. Listen, y'all already know. I done told you how I feel about power. Okay, I am here for that, but unfortunately, I ain't quite here for that, because I can't even watch it until like Tuesday. Okay. I'm going to tell y'all why on Tuesday why I couldn't watch Power. But anyway, so I'm excited. So check out Power, okay? Because I love me some Power. But anyway, he has given me like 4 videos that I have to do today. And so I'm going to be working, y'all. I'm going to be here, and I'm going to just be putting these words together as he gives it to me and just speaking, because his word goes forth and it will not return to him void. He's so good and so gracious and just loves us so very much that he just be giving these words. All right. I was like battling back and forth of like what word I was going to give first, but I think I'm going to speak about how it's this, like, you know, I've heard it a couple of times on YouTube, a couple of different YouTubers speak about how you can't, okay, so for example, I'm going to address kingdom marriages, but it's really not just for kingdom marriages. It's for any type of situation, right? It could be if you're trying to get a house, you know, I'm not trying to get a house, but the Father, because you don't want to do anything in your own power. That's a very dangerous place to be. So you only want to be within his will. How do you know if you're in his will? Because he's going to drop it in your spirit, right? So if he doesn't drop it in your spirit, if he doesn't drop it in your mind, if he doesn't give you confirmation, then you know that probably ain't it, okay? You might need to pray about that thing a little while longer. So it could be in regards to a house he promised you. It could be in regards to a car that he promised you. It could be in regards to maybe you're an artist and, you know, he's put this masterpiece in your mind to create. Maybe you're a musician and he's giving you a new piece of music to write. Maybe you a basketball player and he's developing, like really developing your skills at an accelerated rate. Maybe you a soccer player and he's just, putting you in the face of attention. Like he's just letting your talent and your ability be known to everybody. Like he's giving you favor in that particular sport. Whatever it is, okay? And so you are bombarded. Now that he's giving you this thing, okay, amongst the list that I've just spoke about. Now he's giving you this, and now it's become his promise because he's placed it within inside of you, right? You done prayed about it. Father, you giving me this, what this mean? He done confirmed it by giving you signs in the universe. However, he just done confirmed that thing, right? And in prayer, you done prayed your way through, and now you know for sure that this is within the Father's will, that he has promised you this thing, right? Now you're being bombarded by thoughts of this thing. Like all you could think about is how, basketball, perfecting my craft, right? Or, soccer. He's giving me favor. Or, artwork. All you visualize all day is different ways that you can create art, right? So whatever it is, okay, this thing is just, it feels like it's like you're obsessed with it. It just has become your mental obsession. And it's like you have no control over it because it's so obsessive to the point where you just literally want to pick it out of your brain and throw it there somewhere, okay? I don't know where, but you just want to throw it there somewhere. All right, kingdom marriage. He might have spoke to you about who your spouse is going to be, or maybe he did it. Maybe he just didn't get you to that point yet. But you're obsessing over, oh my gosh, where am I going to meet this person? Maybe I'll meet him at the mall. Maybe I'll meet him at the diner. Oh my gosh, maybe I'm going to the park today. Maybe I'll see him there. Maybe I'll see him at the coffee shop. Oh my gosh, I might see him at the zoo because that's where I'm taking my kids. Or he showed you who this person is. So now you're just obsessing over just different thoughts of just being with them and spending time with them and building with them and growing with them and different phases of your life with them. And so your thoughts are just like literally taken over by this promise, right? Now here's the thing. Very dangerous thing, okay? Because y'all got to be careful about who y'all is following and who y'all are listening to, okay? Because I know even myself, some videos I tune in, and I'm not saying that no word is a word, okay? Because it could be the wrong person giving a word, but the first 5 seconds of their word might be for you. Or the first 10, seconds of the last 10 seconds of the video might be for you. But you have to be led by the Spirit, okay? Don't just tune into a video and be on YouTube trying to research the promise and in different areas of the promise, and don't do that, okay? Allow him to bring the videos to you. And I am a testimony that he will, okay? Because that's all he has been doing is speaking to me through YouTube. Why? Because I'm in isolation. Like I literally have nobody around me. Like it's just me and the Father, okay? And it's not a bad thing. Like I say that in a sense because sometimes you miss the company of people. Okay, you just miss going out with your friends and having a good time, or, being with your man or your woman, or even with your kids. Like I am literally in isolation, like on Patmos Island. That's me right now, okay? Like I am in New York and my kids are in Texas, all of them, all 7 of them. And so I'm literally in New York by myself. I don't got no man. I don't got no kids. I don't got nobody around me. It's just me and the Father. And I literally go out to run an errand or, because he gives me a list of things to do because, I'm my own secretary. So he gives me these lists of things like, preparations that he's been having me doing. So I'm running out every so often to, prepare according to how he's led me to prepare. But after that, guess where your girl at? In this house, okay? Right by my lonesome. And in the beginning, it was hard because I was just like, oh my gosh, like, this is crazy. Like, it is crickets. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna just tell y'all a little secret, okay? I am terrified, okay? My biggest fear is being in a house alone. Like, and I'm a grown woman, okay? I'm a grown woman and I am terrified of being in a house alone. Like that is my biggest fear. Like I don't know what it is about. It's like Snakes is another thing that I'm so fearful of. So it's like snakes and being home alone for me. Like, they right there neck and neck. And I don't know what my fear was, okay? And I say was because he's taken that from me. Like, it's like to the point where I'm just here at night by myself and I'm A-okay. Like, I'm fine. I'm grand. I'm golden. Everything's okay, right? But there was a period in time where that was like my biggest fear. And for some reason, some way, somehow, he took that from me. Okay, so I'm not fearful anymore because what I got to be fearful of? Like, I got, family around me. I got friends around me. I got neighbors around me. I got people around me. So even though I feel like I'm alone, I'm not alone, right? So he had to bring that to my attention. Like, wake up and smell the roses. Like, you is not alone. You got more than enough people around you. You're good, okay? Get over it. And so now, I'm good. But, okay, so back to what I was saying. So he has literally bombarded your thoughts with this purpose that he's placed inside of you. And myself, that's what I was getting back to, that I myself have been on YouTube and I've heard people say that, oh, don't obsess over it. Don't do that. Put it out of your heads. You're not having faith. You're not trusting him. You're in his face. Blah, 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 blah. Don't listen to it. Okay? Because if you do, the Father has sent me to tell you on this day, if you listen to these voices, you are going to be aborting your purpose. Okay? You will be aborting your purpose because guess what? You are what you think. It's a fact, okay? You hear it all the time. Billionaires say it. Millionaires say it. People say it. It's in the Bible. You are what you think about. So guess what? If you're thinking about being broke and poor, guess what's going to be manifested in your life by way of the spiritual realm, okay? So don't listen to that about, don't think about it, put it out of your, far from your mind. Don't do that, okay? In fact, do the opposite and think about it even more. Because guess what? As you're thinking about these promises, excuse me. As you're thinking about these promises and you're allowing these thoughts to just penetrate your being, penetrate your mind, really get in your soul, like it's to the point where you like, now you're like feeling it. Like you can't even tell you this ain't a reality, okay? You literally walking on the floors of your house already. You literally driving that car that he promised you already. You literally in that marriage that he's promised you already. You literally excelling in that sport that he told you he was going to grant you favor in. Like, you literally creating these masterpieces visually in your mind, and all you need is a piece of paper and a canvas. I mean, a piece of paper and a canvas and a little art stick or whatever you use, paintbrush, to make this thing, to have this thing manifested in the natural. So you need to absolutely dwell on, think of, don't stop thinking about the things that he's given you, because that is what is going to get it into reality. Okay, that is what is moving it forward, and you're with speed. You're running towards that thing. Okay, and at the same thing, that thing is just sitting there waiting for you. Okay, but in the power of your mind, it's like a car. You have the motor in the car, right? So your body is the car, and your thoughts is the motor. So the motor of your thoughts is like driving you down that road, right? Because you in the car. So your thoughts is like driving you to that purpose that he has promised you. So do not, under any circumstances, I don't care what you hear these people on YouTube say, it is a lie, okay? And it's only natural, okay? This is another thing, because they're like, oh, you're not trusting, you're not having faith. But guess what? It's only natural that you're human. I'm human. We're human. If these thoughts, because it's nobody but the Father that's giving you this promise and bombarding literally your mind with these different thoughts of how things could play out. And it's only because he wants you to get familiar with that. He wants you to get comfortable with that. Not saying that those thoughts is going to happen exactly like that, right? Because we know the Father moves how he wants. So it's just to give you a generalization, to give you an idea of what your reality is going to look like. So he got to paint this story. He got to paint this picture in your mind so that you can know that, oh my gosh, and you can feel that, oh my gosh, this is real. This thing is going to happen, because that is what develops your faith, is by seeing, by hearing, by visualizing, by pondering upon that thing and by dwelling upon that thing. That is what is going to bring about your reality. And so, so that's another thing. Like they'll say, oh, you're not having faith. But guess what? We're only human. Okay. So it's only natural that after you done pondered and you done thought and it's just done overwhelmed you to the point where you want to take it and throw it across the baseball field and never see it again. It is in that moment that, sorry, y'all, my thoughts want to just run down the street this morning. Like just stay in my mind. I have to get back over here. But, it's only natural that you begin to have doubt and you get weary because it is overwhelming. It's overwhelming, right? That's like a woman is on a table giving birth, okay? And I don't know, I think I got mostly women that's tuning in, maybe some men, but, or maybe you never bore a child. I'm not sure. That time is coming for you if you have not. But for the women that have had the opportunity of giving birth and going through birth pains, you know what that thing feel like. Heaven help us all, okay? That pain ain't no joke. Like, listen. Listen, okay? Let me just say this. If I had to have all 6 of my kids by way of the natural way, I don't know if they would have been here. That's why the Father had to cause a C-section fall upon my soul. And so I only had one natural birth and the rest was all C-sections, because that pain, oh my heaven above, oh my gosh. Listen, okay? You don't want to experience it, guys. You don't want to experience it, okay? It is the worst pain in the world. But guess what? When you're on that table and you're in the midst of giving birth to that child, that's all you can think about is that pain. All right? You can't think about what you going to eat for breakfast, what you going to have for dinner, what you going to wear this Friday when you go out with your friends. You can't think about what your man doing. You can't think about what the bishop is doing. You can't think about what the kids is doing. You cannot literally think about nothing but that pain, because it is so excruciating. Like all you want to do is focus on getting this baby out of you. You screaming and you crying and you praying and speaking in tongues and you doing everything that you could possibly do, like to get this thing out of you. Like that's all you could think about. Now you in this severe amount of pain, right? Let a doctor come up to you and tell you, ma'am, don't think about that pain. Focus on something else. You might slap that doctor way back into yonder somewhere, like far away from you, okay? Because you don't even want to be talked to. You don't want to be bothered. Like, don't even look at me, okay? It is the worst pain. So can you imagine somebody coming up to you telling you, stop thinking about your labor pains? No, it's not happening. You're going to think about them pains, okay? Because they're going to force you to think about them until you get that baby out. And then once the baby is out, now you can think about life again. Oh, life is great. I'm hungry. I'm tired now. I got to take me a nap. Like, I got this beautiful bundle of joy I just, pushed out and gave birth to. I go to your daddy, go to the nursery. I need a nap. All right? Because you don't work so hard to get this baby out. You just exhausted physically, mentally, emotionally. It just takes the soul out of you. Like, you need to rest. And it's the same thing with his promise. He is going to bombard your mind just like you in labor, because you are in the spiritual realm. You got to give birth to this thing. How can you give birth to this thing if it ain't in your mind and you ain't even think about it? If it's far back there somewhere, you just going about your merry life. What is going to be manifested in your life is what you put your focus on. So if you putting this thing that the Father promised you way back yonder and you focusing on whatever else, work, right? That's like a common thing. We focus on work, home, whatever. That's what you're working on. That's what your manifestation is going to be, is, whatever you're putting your mind to. So if you putting your mind to being great at work, guess what? You're going to be great at work. If you're putting your mind to being a great mother or a great father, guess what? That's what's going to be manifested. You're going to be a great mother and a great father. So when he puts these thoughts in your mind, and let me tell you, because it literally feels like you're in labor, okay? Not with the pain, like, in a physical aspect of it, but emotionally. It's an emotional pain. And I don't know what's worse. I don't know if it's a physical pain or I don't know if it's an emotional pain. Like, I'm just trying to figure it out because I don't know. But for me, I'm there, okay, where that is all I could think about, to the point where I just was praying, Father, please take this from me. Take these thoughts from me. I don't want it no more. I don't want to think about it no more. I don't, just please. And he's like, no, okay? No, you got to get this baby out. Give birth to this baby. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep believing. Keep having faith. Keep having hope. Right? Keep trusting in me. Keep praying. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Don't let this thing go. Hold on to this thought. Keep that thought. Keep these thoughts. Let them keep coming. Let them keep saturating you, right? Let them keep flowing through you. Let them become you. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Because guess what? As you get closer and closer and the pains get stronger and stronger and the thoughts get heavier and heavier and oh my gosh, I'm at an overload, it's boom. Before you know it, you're in your promise. Before you know it, you're in your purpose. But how will you ever know if you abort the mission and let them thoughts go? Them thoughts is your motor, okay? They're the driving force of which getting you to your purpose. So do not listen to these words of people telling you, stop thinking about it, let it go, and you're not having faith. It's a lie from the pits of where they came from. Send them back there and keep thinking and pray even more that the Father is going to bombard your mind with these thoughts. Because it's going to be these thoughts, that's your motor of your mind, that's going to get you to where you need to be, where he needs you to be. Okay? And, you ain't got to, I'm just little old me, all right? Who am I to listen to? You ain't got to listen to me, okay? You can try and test this thing, okay? Go ahead. The choice is yours, okay? Either you can listen and save yourself a lot of grief and trouble and going in circles, okay? Or you cannot listen and, and see what that gets you. But I can promise you, I can bet my last 2 cents on it, that if you continue to ponder and let those thoughts saturate your mind the way that they are, see won't he do it in your life, and see won't them things, them thoughts, them very thoughts that people told you to abort, won't they become your reality? It has no choice to, because those thoughts have nowhere to go but to help manifest, okay? The Father is using these thoughts to manifest his promise in your life. It's not you that's making this happen now. Don't get it confused. It ain't you. All right. So don't be thinking you're doing anything, because you're not. All you're literally doing is sitting there thinking. And as you're thinking, the Father's working with those thoughts, and he's bringing those thoughts into reality, into fruition, into manifestation. Okay. And so that's what it is, y'all. Hold on to them thoughts with your dear life. Like, hold on to them. Like, as if they about to jump out your hands and run to somebody else. Hold on to them things like they your man who you love so much. Like they your mother who gave birth to you. Hold on to those things. Don't let nobody tell you to abort your mission. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is, it needs to be a warning. Like, I need to put this up as like all caps, a warning, okay? Do not do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. The Father has sent me on this morning, okay? And he gave me a whole nother thing that I woke up to this morning, but I'm gonna make another video about that, because this word was so important, all right, that he said, I don't even care about everything else that I've given you. You need to speak about this like right now. This need to be the first thing that fall out your mouth on this morning, and talk about everything else next. So that's how important this word is, that he was like, no, forget all of that. Talk about this right now. All right? Do not abort the mission, y'all. Don't abort your thoughts. Don't push them thoughts out of your mind. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stand on them thoughts. Allow them thoughts to penetrate your being, your soul, your mind, your body, and everything that is your being. Okay? And until the next video, I am going to do a few things, and then I'm going to record the next video. So until then, I'll see y'all later.